When the server's good, I be feeling like a god. Straight dribbling right through your baby moms. FIFA superhero, I should be in Comic-Con. Gameplay fast, I should be in Audubon. I be skilling like a skillet, I be cooking, I do. Body bag, toe tag, work to Terrio, I kill him. Rage message in the kid, tell me how you really feeling. Broke boy, but best believe I'ma make $1 million.
Facts. What is the deal, YouTube? It is your boy 1 Star Week, and we are back for another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory. And I know I say this every episode, but we got a lot of catching up to do, guys. All right. I know last episode was about 24 hours ago, and you might be thinking, what could have possibly changed since last episode? I mean, can't really be much, right? Well, here's where you're wrong. All right. So first off, you're gonna see me opening some packs. We opened our Gold 1 Squad Battles rewards. I think I'm the only sucker out there still playing Squad Battles, that god-awful game mode. But I'm just really doing it to keep this account going, to keep me really having some kind of steady profit, even if it's small profit, because I can't be bothered to trade. So somebody turned the pack weight off on my account, all right? Because we didn't pack anything in these Gold 1 rewards. Every week we normally pack something of note. Whether it's like a 10K card, whether if it's a silver, a bronze. We didn't pack anything this week. It is what it is. I mean, those packs aren't that good anyway. We move. You're also gonna see me opening my 87 plus player pick, and you'll be getting an idea of how good I did in the weekend league, because last episode we were 11-8. We were hitting Mayday, as Kurt would put it, and yeah, we've turned it around. We've made a bunch of changes as far as how we're approaching the game. And as you guys could tell, I mean, if we got a 18 win, 87 plus pack, we could have been done that bad today. So we opened the pack, and lo and behold, we don't get anything. All right, that's why I didn't open it live. I was debating in my mind, should I open it live on camera so you can see my reaction? But I don't think you're gonna want to see my reaction, because I didn't really think I was gonna pack or anything. I think my selection was Navas, Bruno Fernandes, and Di Maria, and I sat there forever. I was like, do I take Fernandes? Do I take Di Maria? And I ended up taking Fernandes. I felt like he's more usable. I could even use him as a sub in the midfield. So there's that. I took Fernandes. Now you're gonna see. Now I'm gonna show you the transfer list real quick. So I have sold Gnabry. He lasted exactly 1 day on the squad, and it wasn't really anything that Gnabry was doing wrong. All right, it's not anything he was doing wrong. I'm not selling him because he was a bad card. I think if you play a formation with wingers or wide cams, I think at 100K he's a good value. But we've changed formations. All right, let me show you the squad. We have changed formations. We have got rid of Gnabry, and we have brought back the old reliable 87 rated Butragueño. And I mean, you can see on your screen right there, I've played 691 games with him. The only reason I keep dropping him is because I just get tired of using him. But I mean, he's a very reliable card. He does exactly what I want him to do no matter what position I play him in. So he's back on the team. And you might be wondering, what formation am I using now? Because if I drop Gnabry and I brought in Butragueño, I must have changed formations, right? You're right. So we are now rocking. How do I get it? We are now rocking with the 4-1-2-1-2. And I'm rocking with the 4-1-2-1-2 basically because the gameplay has been so delayed all weekend. Every single game has noticeable delay. It means it's horrible, and I've pretty much had to cater my custom tactics to deal with this delay. In the 4-3-3, I just wasn't able to link up play properly because of the delay. My players were just too far apart. I couldn't really dribble, so that was out of the equation. And my passing, it was hard to get the passes off just because my players were too far apart. So now I'm playing a 4-1-2-1-2. We got Ben Yedder and Butragueño as strikers. We have Politano as a cam. We have the big boy Ballack, who I'm going to review this episode, as a CM as well as a WAR. We have Essien as our CDM, and our back line is going to be Dalbert, Luis, Sergio Ramos, and Lodi at the right back position. And really, if you want to see my tactics, it's very balanced. I'm playing balanced defensively and long ball tactic offensively, just to force my players into the box. Because of how delayed the gameplay was, I pretty much just had to play in a way where I was just throwing players into the box, making a bunch of quick passes, since that was the only thing I really could do. And I found a lot of success doing this. More on that when I jump into the gameplay. But let's look at the card we're going to be reviewing this episode. It's going to be this 93 rated Moments Ballack. And I have a love relationship with Ballack. I mean, I've used this 89 to 91 last year. This year I've used this 89. I skipped the 91. Now we're trying the Moments 93 card. I mean, last year I was hoping he was gonna get one. He never got one, but this year they blessed him. He's 6'2". He has medium-high work rates. He has the 4-star combination. I played 39 games with him. 29 of them were in the weekend league, and they got 15 goals with 11 assists as a CM. That's a massive contribution right there. But before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, if you want to see more player reviews, hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all you guys that's watching this video as always. So, when you look at this card, man, in my opinion, this card looks like the closest thing to Hullet on the game without actually buying Hullet. I mean, his stats are insane. I mean, he has the pace. They've given him a big boost just all around his shooting stats. I mean, he's pretty much a CDM type player with his medium-high work rates, and he has 93 shooting. I mean, that's just mental. He has 90 finishing, 98 shot power. His passing stats are insane. His dribbling is really the only thing I was worried about, all right? Because he only has 69 agility, 72 balance, and as you guys know, he's big. He's 6'2". He's pretty stocky in game. We're going to see if that affects him negatively. His defending and physical stats are, of course, going to be insane. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys the end of my weekend league. I'm going to show you guys some Ballack highlights, and I'm going to show you guys how it ended the weekend league. Let's go. All right, so according to Footbin, this card is now going for 1.9 to 2 million coins on the PS4 market. Is he worth the money? And I would have to say it's close. If you need a Hullet type player on your team, an attacking CDM, a box-to-box CM that could do everything, that could dominate the midfield, I think he's definitely worth it. I'm gonna break down the stats though, so you know exactly what to expect at home. So, 85 pace, how does it feel in game? And if you've ever used any Ballack card, you'll know he's quick, but he's not that quick. This card is actually very quick. It's very rare that you get a card with this kind of stock, with this kind of height, with these work rates, with this pace. This guy is definitely much quicker than his other versions. I wouldn't say he's rapid. I mean, obviously he only has 85 pace, but as far as tracking up and down the pitch goes, and as far as accelerating out of skill moves, this guy is very nice. Overall, I gotta give his pace at the CM and CDM position a 9 out of 10. Next, we'll be talking about this guy's shooting, and oh my god, I have never used a midfielder CDM on this game that can shoot like this card can. And it's not only because of his finishing. I mean, he has 90 finishing. I think the most noticeable thing about this card shooting-wise is his shot power. He has 98 shot power, and all of his shots are like rockets hitting the back of the net. Because he has the finishing stat, obviously, at 90, so they're all accurate, and his shot power always beats the keeper. And that's really the biggest upgrade I've noticed with this card over his other cards. Because his other cards has really good finishing. But this card has the finishing of a striker. It's really insane. His attack positioning at 87 is very nice. So I encourage you, if you're using him at CDM, to let him drift into the box. My settings on him were pretty much balanced and get into the box for crosses. Because he has medium-high work rates, he'll still track back. And if you let him go into the box, this guy is an absolute animal. He finishes everything. And his attack positioning is very nice. Overall, I gotta give his shooting a 9.5 out of 10. One thing I forgot to address real quick was his long shots. He scored a bunch of long shots for me. So this guy is an absolute animal as far as shooting goes. I really enjoy that. Next, we'll be talking about this guy's passing, and this is another thing that really adds to the appeal of this card. He has 91 passing, but most importantly, he has 98 short passing, 96 long passing. I mean, what more can you want out of a CDM, out of a CM? This guy can play make like a cam. He could ping those long through balls. If you need somebody that can really play make in the deep lying position, this guy's gonna be your guy. His 70 curve, I didn't really feel like let him down in any way whatsoever. His passing was still very nice. And overall, I gotta give this guy's passing a 9.5 out of 10. Next, we'll be talking about this guy's dribbling, all right? You look at the face stat, it says 86. But you look at the in-game stats, he has 69 agility, 72 balance. Does it ruin the card? I would have to say no. But you gotta know how to use a card like this because he's strong, he's big. And more often than not, you'll be better off shielding with this card rather than trying to take a player on. That being said, for somebody so big, for somebody so burly, somebody so manly, this guy can really control the ball very nice. And he has a bit of finesse to him in that regard. He has 93 ball control, 84 dribbling. So if you know what you're doing with L1 dribbling, if you time your skill moves very well, he'll be able to pull off a move here and there to beat the defender, to create some space, to get a shot off, to get a pass off. And yeah, you just really need to know how to use this card. In the late gameplay especially, I do not really suggest turning with this guy. But other than that, this guy's dribbling is fine. I gotta give his dribbling an 8 out of 10. Next, we'll be talking about this guy's defending. And if you've ever used Ballack, any other version of Ballack, you know that even though his defending stats aren't amazing, he outperforms his defensive stat. And this card is no different. He only has 83 defending. I mean, that's fine to me. I mean, his stand tackle is 87. He has 87 aggression with 87 strength. 87 is the number of the day. And because of his body type, because of his work rates, this guy just goes very strongly into the challenge. And he wins almost every 50-50 challenge. He can stand up to the Vieiras, the Hullets, the Team of the Year, the Youngs of this game as far as winning 50-50 challenges. His interceptions at 84, once again, I feel like he outperforms. And I think it's because of his work rates as well as just him having very long legs. So he tends to really break up play very effectively. Overall, I gotta give this guy's defending a 9 out of 10. Ignore the stats. This guy outperforms them by a lot in game. Finally, we will be talking about his physical. And he did get quite an upgrade in the physical department. I think the most impactful upgrade is his 91 stamina. Because if you've ever used his 91 card, he only has stamina in the 80s, which means that if you go into extra time and you did use him a lot in the game, he might need a sub. This guy now lasts 120 minutes, no problems, even if you press at some points of the game. I really enjoy that. His strength and aggression in conjunction with his body type is very, very nice. This guy is a powerhouse in the midfield. And of course, his jumping, he wins every header in the midfield. Overall, I gotta give this guy's physical a 9 out of 10. Alright guys, so what do I think about this card? I think this card is point blank one of the best CMs or CDMs on this game. I mean, he is the closest thing to Hullet I have used on this game, besides Hullet himself. He pretty much is a total package. He has the pace, he has an insane shot. I cannot underestimate or put into words how good his shooting is. His shooting is insane. His passing is very nice. His dribbling is decent. I would say that's the only thing that lets him down. The fact that he can't turn like Hullet does. That's the only thing that separates them two, because everything else is very, very comparable between these two cards. And overall, I gotta give him a 9.5 out of 10. He is, once again, one of the best midfielders on this game, point blank, period. Alright guys, so you might be wondering how I'm doing in the weekend league, and we have activated the clutch gene. We were 11-8 last episode, and we won our first 7 games today. And a lot of that is due to the fact I switched to a 4-1-2-2 narrow. The 4-3-3, while it was good in smooth gameplay, in delayed gameplay, just doesn't work for me. The players are way too far apart. In the 4-1-2-2, I was focusing on quick passes, just throwing players into the box and first time shooting the moment they got the ball. And that was scoring me a lot of goals. I mean, I was conceding goals at times to players that were able to attack me in wide formations. But I feel like the fact that I was able to score multiple goals every single game really outweighed that. So I went on a big winning streak. I went from 11-8 to 18-8, and we were ready. We were ready to sweat it out to hit gold 1, and mission accomplished. We went from 18-8 to 20-10, and somehow with a really bad weekend league, with a really bad gameplay, we were able to clutch out gold 1. So I'm really proud of how the team did. I'm really proud of myself for being able to switch formation and really do that well. And I think I'm going to be rocking with the 4-1-2-2 going forward, because overload ball side is pretty much nerfed at this point. So because of that, the 4-1-2-2 is now a viable formation. I'm really enjoying it. All right, guys, so that's going to be my episode for today. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode, but until then, deuces.